I Can and I Am is a charity filling a gap in education, and that is that young people don't always feel that they're of value. They're not particularly academic, they struggle in the other areas of school life, and my aim is to inflate balloons of I can do it, I am of value.
Today's education is very good in many ways, but it really is all about the mind. It's not very much about the heart or even the soul.
It is the idea that every single one of you sitting in this room is intelligent in one way or another. What an amazing thing to hear. I speak to pupils, I speak to staff, then I speak to parents, and as I speak to parents, I'm trying to encourage them to realise that the whole child is the whole point. I love speaking to pupils about we never know what's around the corner. Life was as good as it could be. I had everything, the job, the career, the house, everything was as it should be. Yet at the end of 2013, I found myself without a job, without a house, and added to that, no sight.
We've had James to speak twice at Tudor Hall already. I've already booked him for a third visit and potentially a fourth. His story bears telling over and over again.
My story, which I have to say is a totally true story, is that I'm married, I have 4 children, and I taught for 16 years.
He was described in a reference before I employed him as the most pastorally gifted schoolmaster this person had ever come across. And if anything, that undersold him.
And back in 2012, I applied for my first headship to be the headmaster of a prep school. So having got the job, I was then invited to go for a medical. It was actually at that medical that a huge brain tumour was uncovered. And that was the day that undoubtedly changed the journey of my life. I remember getting back and sitting our 4 children down on the sofa and saying that Daddy's got a brain tumour. And I'll never forget my son, and he looked at me with his chin wobbling, and he said, Dad, are you going to die? I think that was the point at which I suppose there was almost a transfer of this is my story, but he's my boy. And it was that sense that the way I was as their dad, was going to affect them.
Here is a man who has been through the real depths of difficulty that life can throw at you. He's come through it, and he's come through it not with self-pity, but with an inspiring message that's helped him, but has the power also to help everybody else.
I was needing to live out this message of I still can do it, you know, even though my list of can'ts is so long.
I think that's why his message is so powerful and poignant, because it is highly authentic, and people are wanting authenticity today. There's so much that isn't authentic.
It felt quite emotional. My mum passed away, so knowing that he's gone on, it means that I can go on, and like his children know that they can go on. I think that was really nice.
We've now written a mentoring package as well to work with individuals on a one-to-one basis, particularly with those individuals who are really battling.
There's so much more pressure now than I remember as a child, and so I mustn't try to pretend to my kids that I want them to be wonderful students. I just want them to be good people and enjoy life, actually, be kind people.
My real heart is to see young people growing with a sense of I can do it, and I am of value.
You can tell very much ahead of a year if they're with you or not. If kids are chatting around, they don't care. If they're just sat there going, then that means something's going in.
It feels like you can do like so much more. Like it feels like you can accomplish like so much more than you thought like you can originally do.
It's not all about praising just results. It's about noticing them and saying, I saw you do that, well done.
A message like that needs to get out to more parents, because I think that the people actually who tend to do well in life are the people who are happy and have a real sense of who they are.
So remember, they all can, and that they all are. Thanks so much for coming once again. I love the idea of schools saying there's a big wide world out there and it needs you.
I want to go home and wake the kids up and tell them how important they are.
We need to be telling these kids, do you know what? Get on out there. And principally be a giver, not a taker.
It's more than just passing exams. It's living the best life that these young people can possibly live. And I can and I am is a unique approach that works.